guess first, if you could just assess the season as a whole.
Yeah, we did some good things. Obviously, I think winning a trophy is obviously one of the important things at this club. So from that perspective, I thought we did really well. I thought a lot of the young guys made some progress for the future. I just think that when it mattered the most, we just came a bit short, and we sputtered towards the end of the year. That kind of happens, and we went out the way we didn't expect, which makes some things sour on the season. But I think as a whole, if you take a step back, you can see some good things that we did as a team, and we evolved a new style. We won a trophy. So I don't know. I think it's a pretty positive season. Just it seems like it is downplayed by how we kind of went out.
Can you put your finger on kind of what went wrong down the end?
I just think that for me, when we were in a good spot, and teams were desperate and playing with a playoff intensity, we weren't. I think consistently doing it for 90 minutes in a crucial stage of the season, in my opinion. And I'm not knocking anyone on our team. I just think that it wasn't collective from certain individuals at times, and not to their fault. It's just maybe due to the league or just one slip of concentration when intensity in playoff field games are coming hot and heavy. You can slip up, and I think that's what happened, unfortunately. And that's why I think in the playoff game we at least had the intensity. Houston tried to match us, and vice versa, and it just didn't go our way that game. But a little bit too late then for us.
How tough was it to lose Tim down the stretch?
Obviously he's a good goalkeeper, and he should win goal of the year. And if he doesn't, then this league has lost its mind. He's obviously an important piece for us. I think, though, that being said, Dykstra came in and filled in really well, and I think that especially the last few games, he did all the things that was required of him, and we just didn't score enough goals. So.
Does that make it tough, especially when you're the stingiest team in the league and can't match that at the other end?
Yeah, it could be a little frustrating. I think, what was it, fourth or fifth best defensive record maybe in league history. So you would think that that gets you one or two in your conference, maybe even technically really should be in Supporter Shield running. And I think as the season went on, we created some pretty good chances that we weren't necessarily getting in good spots early in the year, and then it just. The other half of the equation is not just getting in the spots, but finishing the opportunities, and we just unfortunately weren't able to do that consistently.
What about your form this year? Defender of the year, front runner according to a lot of people, and just the way you came on this year.
Yeah, I think for me, I've always had the ability. I just need the consistency, the rhythm, and the run of games, and I don't know. I made a promise to myself last offseason that. I'm going to switch the narrative of what has been, so to speak, my career, and I just kind of went in with I guess, an FU attitude, to be honest. And I had a lot of names to the list of guys and people I wanted to prove wrong, and that will keep continuing no matter what. You can't rest on your laurels of what you've done, period. But in general, just I wanted to control kind of what I have left of my career. So.
A lot of people talk about Tim being behind you, but how much did Ilie help out the back line with his play at D-mid this year?
Obviously, he's a vital piece for us offensively and defensively. Maybe he was overlooked. I think he got some recognition as the season went on, and rightfully so. Building block for this team and what we want to do. So that being said, I think he was a very, very crucial piece to our team, and I'm excited to see him grow within the organization and what he's able to do.
Sorry, you mentioned just proving other people wrong. How confident were you that you could have this kind of year?
I don't think that I go in with, I think I go in with an honest evaluation of myself and what I can do. And I don't think that, I shoot for the stars or I shoot for something that's not possible. But I think that I've always trusted myself that if I'm focused and I'm, doing everything that I need to do, that I have the ability that I can be up there, with the best defenders in this league, and I've always thought that. And so it was just, finally came together, and I had, like I said, a good routine down of what I wanted to do heading into the off season last year, and it's obviously worked its wonders, and a lot of hard work, but I owe it to a lot of backroom staff as well, the trainers and whatnot.
Most games you've ever played, how does that dictate what you're going to do this off season?
Same thing. Just again, you can't can't be satisfied by just one season. Can't be satisfied by what's taking place. I think for me, I want more, and having a taste of success and a taste of it. You see why billionaires want more money. There's a little bit of greed there, but I think why not? I think I've got the ability to do it, and if, at the very least, stay consistent. So,
How much of a set? I mean, obviously the concussion, but how much of just a setback was it when Maxie kicked you in the head?
Yeah, that was weird. Obviously, he's a good guy. He texted me right after it and whatnot. But I would say the concussion wasn't what I was worried about. After the fact, it was the eardrum rupture that threw me off more than I had for about a month and a half. So I had to, run around at times feeling like I was off balance or whatnot. So, and important, I couldn't really hear out of that ear. So I don't know. It was an interesting time of the season, but I don't know. I've gone through enough, and so that wasn't going to stop me.
Use the snubs to fuel you. Yeah, All-Star, national team. I mean, how much do you hang on to those and use those to fuel you or proving people wrong?
Yeah, add them to the list. That's what I said to my girlfriend. Add them to the list. If they don't want to believe, it's okay. I just gotta keep doing my thing, and I don't know, try to impose my will, I guess, when I get a chance in the white lines.
Do you have any more symptoms?
No.
You got everything good? Eardrums good?
Yeah, I'm all here. Everything was
It was
fine.
pretty scary, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, when you wake up on a stretcher and have no idea how you got there or what happens, it can throw you off. But I don't know. It's crazy looking back.
What
You
year
use-
was that?
What's that?
Which year?
Oh, my right ear.
You used the phrase early, expired at the end of the year. When a milk carton has an expiration date, it has to go stale before the expiration date. Where do things go stale for this team leading into the expiration?
I don't know. I don't know if it went stale. I just all right. I don't know if it went stale. Because I think we did a lot of things that we hadn't done in the last stretch of the games. I thought, like I said, we were creating chances. We were getting runners into the box. We were changing up a little bit more services. We were doing everything to try to make the opponents, try to second guess what we were trying to do. And I thought we did a really good job at that. We just didn't score the goals. So I don't know if it went stale. I think I said the intensity, and we didn't have that necessarily all the time. But goals change games, and if we get a goal or two in a certain amount of games, then I'm not really worried about the intensity. So
Both Roger and Graham said there was plenty left in the tank at the end of the season because of the new possession-oriented style of play. Does that make it even more frustrating when you got that much gas in the tank and the season's over?
yeah, I mean that obviously is frustrating, but I think more so just that it being over, and now we've got I guess really till next March, to our next meaningful game, when you have so much more to give is the frustrating thing, and having to stay active and making sure you're ready to come preseason next year.